Welcome back. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Good morning to everybody. Welcome back indeed. Hope everybody had an awesome Tuesday yesterday. Today is the 29th of September. And, markets are starting to sort of bounce up, right? We're seeing the NASDAQ going up about 0.5%. Look at that, 0.5% on the NASDAQ, about 0.3% on the Russell. Nothing too significant, nothing where I would say like, oh, the correction is over. This is all gone, and we shouldn't be panicking. Well, we shouldn't be panicking at all, to be honest, in the first place. But yeah, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you all doing good. Make sure you smash that like button. That'd be very much appreciated. I'm still in the 6 square meter room that I'm in. This is my little mini office and my family's home, short term. Starting Friday, I'm gonna be moving out to the office, which is gonna be a great help. But yeah, so 2 more days here. Let's have a great one. Now, let's see who just joined the stream. Unai, John Smith, Alex Whiteside, Leo, Natalia. Let's see, Sarah Okafor, Peru Invest, Jean Dendas, ICU, Barkin, Gagaleri, Tanisha, Ronaldo, Lenny Reynolds, Christopher Bell, and Back to Orthodoxy. Welcome back to the stream. If I just named you, you better smash that like button. But yeah, once again, morning and welcome. So, markets are still in correction mode. Surprise, surprise, right? It's September. It's still the most bearish month of the year. And, we've seen a correction. This was literally the most predictable correction, right? I've been warning about this since pretty much July. Like, we're going to head into September. It's going to be bearish. We're going to be talking about tapering, yada, yada. And we're still in it. And we're seeing that right now. It looks like we're sitting at a crucial zone right here. So if we do break the 4,350s, so watch this, right? If we break the 4,350s, we could potentially get back even below the 4,300s right here at that point. So we're going to have to be very cautious. However, I don't know if you noticed the title, but check out the title. No time to panic. The stock market is on discount. It's time to be dollar cost averaging, and it's time to be buying the dip. And I have been buying the dip. I have been dollar cost averaging, and I'm going to keep on dollar cost averaging. If you have gone all into the market, then you're done, right? You're not going to do anything. You're just going to be watching the markets go down without being able to buy. However, if you have cash on the sidelines, there are some beautiful names in the market that, in my opinion, are buying opportunities. But yeah, then again, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't listen to me, right? However, I do know that stocks are getting cheaper. We're getting big discounts across the board. I would say one of the more unfortunate things right now is that Tesla is still sitting pretty high. Like, it's barely down. You can see right now it's even up about a percentage point in the pre-market. But yeah, there's plenty of discounts here. I mean, look at NEO sitting at 35. Let's see, AI sitting at 46.3. But it is going up about a percentage point in the pre-market. Palantir still sitting around 25. And there are many, many other discounted stocks. Let's see what's happening with the 10-year. 10-year actually falling. That is a good thing. Yeah, we did say it was going to spike. Let's delete this right here. Yeah, this is the 10-year the 10-year yield on the Treasury notes. And it is going down. Although bouncing upwards, you can see that right here. We hit about 1.5, bounced up from that. But it's still negative. And the dollar has been spiking. So the dollar has been going up quite substantially. Since the beginning of September, we've seen the dollar go up roughly 2 percentage points. That is definitely, that's quite a bit, right? That's quite a bit. A lot of people were expecting that the dollar was going to implode. It was going to go down. That did not happen. The dollar has gone up ever since then. And it looks like it's going to keep going up at this point. And obviously that could be quite bad for the stock market. Usually when the dollar strengthens, when a dollar index strengthens, it kind of inversely correlates with the markets, which basically means that when the dollar goes up, the markets tend to come down. And if we were to compare it to to the market right now, dollar has gone up since the beginning of September. What happened to the markets since the beginning of September? Oh, wait, there you go. Markets went down. And we warned about the dollar strengthening since August. And that's why I've been advocating, like, guys, we're heading into September, most bearish month. Might be a good idea to have some capital on the sidelines. You know, I'm 40% cash right now. I'm 25% cash right now, and I'm still buying stocks. However, in smaller doses, right? I'm buying stocks in smaller amounts, just so I can properly dollar cost average. I don't want to go all in. It's not a good idea to be going all in this market. I don't think it's ever a good idea to go all in, frankly speaking. It tends to be more of a gamble. But yeah, that's the current situation. We have the VIX heading downwards, although it's not going down that much. Notice that. The VIX is down about 2.4%. You can see that right here. Let's look at the 30-minute charts. That little red candle, that is nothing. It's still trending up. And it looks like we might see another spike. So right now we're in no man's land. Anything can happen. There's a lot of uncertainty. I do know one thing. I know one thing, and that is the markets are probably not going to crash. This is going to be another correction, and I think people are going to beat themselves up over the fact that they did not buy these stocks at cheaper prices. The important thing is that you know which stocks are going to perform better, because on CNBC right now, which y'all might probably know, they're advocating that it's going to be the value stocks. It's going to be the cyclical stocks that are going to go up. I disagree with that. I think what's going to happen is we're probably going to see another report come out about the CPI, and that is going to impact the Russell. I think what's going to happen is we're going to get lower CPI, and that is, in my opinion, going to be a confirmation that inflation is going to be transitory. And the Russell, if we take a look at the weekly chart right now, I'm going to show you. This is the weekly MACD on the Russell. Now look at that. It has gone down since March. It's been going down. Now, it could go down for a bit more. Who knows? Could happen. But look at the history of the Russell. When in the history of the Russell has it gone down for such a long time? Never. Pretty much never. Right? It does not happen, at least not the past decade. Although there's probably more information about this. I'm sure about that. I think what's more likely to happen right here is that we're gonna get confirmation that the CPI is heading lower. I don't think the 10-year is gonna spike a lot further. I think we've already seen it spike, and we're gonna see another rally in the small caps. And we've already seen some small caps actually go up. I would say small to medium caps go up quite a significant amount. And I project that while the Russell was going sideways, and because the Nasdaq was going up, S&P was heading up, it's becoming more attractive to maybe put some money into the Russell, given the fact that yields are still very low. You know, we still have the Fed purchasing bonds. And then I would say overall, the environment is still very accommodative. The only thing that would really ruin this is if they would announce a tapering maybe next week, or if rates really did spike massively, which we haven't had that, right? We're still sitting at a lower high, right? We're not above this level. We're still sitting at a lower high, sitting at around resistance, starting to pull back right now. Although it's a bit concerning given the fact that we are seeing the MACD cross right there. It doesn't have to be disastrous yet. And the Russell's been holding up, right? We've not seen this crash. And people have been calling out, like, the Russell's gonna crash the past 6 months on CNBC, on YouTube. Did not happen, right? It didn't happen. Small caps are down 50%, 60%, 70%. I mean, we've got some of these in the watch list. And frankly, I think we're going to see some massive momentum. You know, we're talking about stocks like Nano Dimension, BNGO, C3.ai, Virgin Galactic, etc. I do think there's going to be another hype cycle coming around for these stocks, given that the technicals are looking a lot better now, given the fact that they've gone down for like 6 months. But yeah, that's the current situation. I don't think we're going to see something like what we saw last year with the massive rally that we had in the growth stocks in 2020, end of 2020, right? But we're going to see a rally, and I still think it's going to happen. let me just quickly see what's happening here. Oh yeah, good morning and welcome back to Lucid Trading. Make sure you smash that like button. That would be very, very awesome. We're currently looking at the indices. What's happening overall? I think. Well, look how weak the Dow Jones has been, right? Look at this. Dow Jones at some point was down more than the S&P and the Nasdaq. And yet we have CNBC just literally like coming out and saying, hey, buy the cyclical stocks, buy the value stocks. I'm like, come on, man. People have been buying the cyclical stocks and the value stocks like since December. And that was like the whole thing. Like, oh yeah, everybody get back to value. And now we're seeing, in my opinion, we're going to be seeing a rotation back to tech. And it's funny because like people talk about tech has already been going up. No, tech hasn't gone up. Big tech has gone up. That is the only thing that's been happening. Every other tech company has gone down. It's just big tech that has gone up. So I think what's more likely right now is not for that capital that's in big tech to go to value, but rather to go to smaller tech companies, medium-sized tech companies. Remember what happened to Palantir? Suddenly Palantir almost reached $30. Why did that happen? Well, because there's a lot of money leaving big tech, and Palantir, fundamentally speaking, is doing great. Palantir goes up. And there's many examples of this. Snowflake, for example, as well. Doing pretty good recently since big tech has gone down. And I think it's going to trickle down, right? It's the mid-sized companies and the small-sized companies. And eventually, we're going to get back to value and cyclical stocks. It's just at this moment, as we're heading into winter, which is the toughest period when, with COVID, I think it's more likely that tech is going to do better than the value and cyclical stocks. Mainly because, hey, remember what happened last year, right? COVID came around, there were lockdowns. Maybe this time around we don't get lockdowns, but still, it's still going to be quite horrible. And I think technology stocks are going to benefit big time. And especially if the CPI is going to indicate that everything is heading down, that would be fantastic. That would be the nail in the coffin, right? But yeah, I think in some sense CNBC is trying to get everybody to focus on value stocks, and they're just calling tech a bubble. It's like, don't look at that. It's a bubble. It's a bubble, right? Like when in history have you seen a bubble that's down 70% from all-time highs? How the hell does that work? You have a bubble where stocks are already down 50% from all-time highs. It's not how it works, right? I think if there's anything in a bubble, it's probably the bond market. But yeah, let's not talk about that. Cryptos are heading up about 2.6% on Bitcoin. Ethereum is up about 4%. Cardano is bouncing back up. That is interesting, eh? Could also be because of yesterday's talk at the Code Conference, I think, with Elon Musk and whatnot. Evergrande is up 40%. Is it up 4%? No way. It says 15%, but if you take the bottom, I guess that's 40%. Yeah, it looks like the Evergrande situation is starting to slightly improve. And all the FUD that you've been seeing on YouTube, well, we'll see what happens, right? Is Evergrande going to collapse? Or is it going to get bailed out behind closed doors? I think it's most likely not going to... I don't think they're going to allow Evergrande fail and just, wreak havoc on like the economy in China. It's highly unlikely. Yeah, how can Alibaba be in a bubble? That's what I'm saying. Like, how can something that's already down 60% be in a bubble? I think that's the most arrogant, very stupid thing to say. I really disagree. It's like they're calling the small caps. They're straight up saying that they're in a bubble. But then you look at Nano Dimension, for example. It's a good example, right? So Nano Dimension, where is that bad boy? Nano Dimension has its whole market cap. They have that in cash on the balance sheet. It's like, yeah, it's a bubble. I mean, that doesn't make any sense given the fact that, look at this. If it's really in a bubble, I mean, it's already down 67%. Yes, it could come down another 20%. Whoa, is that a bubble? No, it was a bubble. We have seen stocks go down substantially. Right now, we're just consolidating right at the bottom support zone. That is not a bubble. I would say it's the same story with BNGO, same story with many stocks out there. But I would say what they're probably trying to communicate is that stocks are sitting relatively higher in comparison to value stocks. And it's like, oh yeah, it's in a bubble. But tech has always behaved this way. For the most part. 1 second, I'm going to quickly grab a tissue. Make sure you let me know in the chat, by the way, which stocks you'd like me to cover. And we're going to be covering your favorite stocks. One moment. Neo. A lot of people want me to cover Neo, Tesla, S&P. Oh man, my hair looks awful. Oh well. Yeah, let's take a quick look at Neo, right? Let's take a quick look at Neo. There we go. So Neo is up about 1%. I'm telling you, like, I like the stock. I think it's gonna go up substantially, right? Neo, I mean, this bad boy, they've got so much revenue right now. They're gonna go profitable probably next year. I'm telling you, Neo's gonna do very good. So long as the supply issues are not going to substantially impact their bottom line, I think they're gonna do good. So, yeah, we're getting a big discount on Neo as well. I mean, compare that to the prices that we recently had. We're sitting closer to the bottom zone than to any other price zone, really. And, but yeah, it's not oversold on the daily chart. That's what we're not exactly seeing. We're not seeing it being oversold on the daily chart, so that's not nice, I guess. I prefer to buy stocks when they're, like, incredibly oversold. Because that's when they're the cheapest. It tends to be when they are the cheapest, and I can show you that. I can prove you that that is the case. Look at this, right? Oversold in this zone. That was the cheapest price that you could have gotten in this time period. And frankly, in this whole time period. And then right here, again, oversold. So when it hits oversold and the fundamentals are still good, that's when you want to load up. At least that's what I prefer to load up when the RSI is hitting oversold, MACD is as low as possible, and it's like below the moving averages, and that's on the daily chart, right? And that's taking into consideration how the market is performing, how the company is performing, because if the company is not performing well and it's hitting oversold levels, like, I don't care, right? I don't care that it's sitting oversold if the company is doing bad, right? I don't care about that. So I don't buy the stock. But if it's hitting oversold, but you know the fundamentals are still solid, they're making tons of money, they're growing very fast, then I'm gonna buy every single dip. And I think Neo is that kind of stock. But I have to warn you, there is still a possibility that if this correction gets worse, we're getting to this bottom zone, and I'm still gonna keep buying. I don't care. I simply don't, because I think this company's been doing well. It's gonna continue to do well until, let's just say, for the coming quarters. And on top of that, I mean, it's an EV company, right? EV companies have done pretty good, and there's a lot of interest there. I don't think that hype is just going to suddenly go away overnight. I think it's going to take some time for that to dissipate. But yeah, for the coming time, I think Neo's going to do quite well. Worst case scenario, we get to that lower 30 zone, and then we bounce back up. But I still have that $40 price target on Neo. I think we're still heading there within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And that's going to be a nice 10 to 15% gain. I mean, I'll take that. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's Neo right now. And I think at the end of the year, if things go well, if they still deliver a lot of vehicles, if they're still growing quite fast, then I think seeing Neo at around $60 could be realistic in about 3 months from now. But yeah, that's not a whole lot of time to be rallying, though. Keep in mind, I mean, this is the end of the year, right here. So for it to go to 60, it's like straight up to the moon for 3 months straight. It is possible, so we'll have to see what happens with the deliveries and whatnot. ChargePoint, Palantir. Compare SPY with Tesla. Tesla's greater than Neo. Yeah, I agree. I think Tesla is greater than Neo. It depends at which price, right? It's like if Neo hits like $30 or like $25, I would say Neo is greater than Tesla at that point in terms of like pricing. Netlist, Virgin Galactic. Yeah, let me know in the live chat, right? Let me know in the live chat which stocks you'd like me to cover, and we'll be covering your stocks. In the meantime, I want to see what's happening here with these stocks. Robinhood is slightly down. Netlist is sitting at 5.5, which is, I think Netlist is a great company. Virgin Galactic sitting around 23.5. Uber is sitting at 46. UiPath 52.6. Man, this is horrible. UiPath has been getting beaten down like so incredibly much. Kind of hit the resistance, came back down. Earnings were relatively good. I still think we're going to get back to 60 in no time. Fill the gap right there. DIDI. I think DIDI is consolidating, right? And it's up about 0.5% in the pre-market. Alibaba is down about a percentage point. Daily is about to cross, though. Yeah, it looks like the daily MACD is going to be crossing here for Alibaba. Let me confirm that. Yeah, that is looking really good. I think we might actually get back to that 160 short term. If it breaks through, I mean, we're going straight to the moon. Where's my phone? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Let's just say we get back to 160 short term. That's that resistance zone. Get back there. Hopefully not get rejected. I mean, the weekly is looking pretty sweet too. Look at this. We're just literally sitting in oversold levels. And that is the current situation, right? Let's see what's happening with Nano Dimension. Man, it just cannot catch a break, right? That's the thing with Nano Dimension. But there's also not a whole lot going on with the company. Short term, like they don't have any revenue. Burning a lot of money. Still. Let's see. Yeah, there's just like there's kind of a lack of catalysts with Nano Dimension right now. Oh boy. The hell was that? That was a lot of wind. Oh my god. What's happening with big tech? Hits the support zone on Apple, gets back to resistance, dumps again, I mean, is it going to hold up? I don't think so. Although it's up about 0.5%, but that's nothing. That is a very, very weak move to the upside, given the fact that it just pulled back 2.5%. I mean, it looks like we're going to see lower levels on Apple. Maybe we get back to around 135, actually. So maybe we bounce slightly, but we dump again. It's about 135, which seems to be likely at this point. Given the fact that we have no catalyst short term either. Let's see. Let's see what's happening with Affirm. Yeah, Affirm is just going up and up and up. I don't like this kind of movement, right? It's like, what the hell is happening here? Literally went from, what is it, like 55 to like 131 because of the deal that they got going on with Amazon. $31 billion market cap. I'm gonna stay away from this. I don't know how this is gonna end. I think it's not gonna end pretty well. I think whenever consumers are gonna have a tough time, this company is gonna do so incredibly bad. Whenever consumer sentiment starts dropping even slightly. But yeah, that's gonna be building up for the coming year. Please check SoFi. You want me to check SoFi? Is there anything happening with SoFi though? It's down 4.5%. I was bearish on it short term, so to be fair, it's down about 4.5% in the pre-market. This is the trend line. We had a big spike. Now we're getting a big downturn in the pre-markets. And looking at the daily chart, look at that. Is it updating yet? No, not yet. That's a very big downturn on SoFi. But it's still uptrending, so that's good. Markets are turning red in the pre-market. Oh, that's so sad. I guess I'm going to have to buy the dip then. Weekly is crossing to the upside, so that's like a confirmation of the uptrend here. How much lower can this go? Could we fill back around 15.3 potentially? I mean, we're heading straight to that gap. There's no real support where we're currently at. Maybe if we... Yeah, we're breaking through the Fibonacci levels too. So I think we're going to go back all the way. Potentially, at least short term, back to that gap right here. Fill the gap, and then we bounce again, potentially. Mostly dependent on the market, right? If the market bounces big time, then that's going to help out with SoFi. Share dilution. Is there share dilution for SoFi? Neo, 80 bucks by the end of the year. Nah, you wish. You wish that Neo gets back to 80 or gets to 80 bucks. I don't think it's going to happen. I would love it because I do have some Neo, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's just a little unrealistic. They would have to do something very special, right? And that is not the case right now. 80 bucks. Damn, bro. No, I don't see that happening. Not anytime soon. Alright, we have about 5 minutes left until the market is going to open up here. Make sure you smash that like button right here, right now. Let's get to 150 likes. Once again, let me know in the chat which stocks you'd like me to cover. And we're going to start a poll right now. Is the correction over? There we go. Make sure you answer the poll. There is going to be a little poll going on in the live chat, so check it out. And yeah, let's take a look at what's happening here. 4 more minutes until the markets open up. Nasdaq is starting to pull back. The Russell is starting to pull back as well. That is interesting. Lucid, Palantir, Google, Tesla, Coinbase. Yeah, we're gonna... I think we got a new member. I don't know why I don't see the notification. That sucks. I think we got a new member. To whoever became a new member, appreciate it. That is awesome. Welcome to the family. And let's see. Let's go to Discord. All right. Cool. 2 more minutes until the markets are opening up here. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's see. Palantir. A lot of people are in Palantir right now. You're in Palantir at the wrong time. This is why it's so important to sell your stock when it's hitting higher levels. Especially in the bubble of markets. Bubble of a market that we have today. Alibaba going down for another day, like every other day. I mean, it's just so pathetic. Look at this. It's just so sad. We get a bit of a jump, and it dumps instantly. Let's see what happens to Tesla. Let's go back to that 1 minute time frame. Delete this. And let's show that. Looks like Tesla's heading down, eh? More energy, Gara. I have literally no space to move my body. That's how small this room is that I'm currently in. I'm so sorry if I'm not showcasing a lot of energy. It's just so it's like difficult to move. I'm not even joking. It's like what, 6 square meters that I'm currently in. Until Friday, it's gonna be a bit tough, but yeah, the markets are open now, so that is awesome. Tesla started to jump like instantly. 782.5, and it is still heading up. Neo is spiking about 1.4%. Markets are green, right? Dow Jones heading up, Russell heading up, Nasdaq and S&P are all heading up. Very small amounts, so nothing too significant to be happy about. Although, look at that, C3.ai is jumping 1.5%, Snowflake jumping similar amounts, and Big Tech is heading up. Alibaba is heading down. per usual, right? That tends to be the case. If there's a day that Alibaba doesn't go down, then that would be strange. UiPath is up about 0.7%, and we have Uber up slightly too. DMYI going to up about 3.5%. Netlist is down 7%. Nervous investors. Yeah, I bet everybody's nervous. I mean, markets are looking kind of weak right now. So, yeah. No surprise there. What the hell's happening? What? Neo went up, and what's happening? What? It jumped, and it instantly dumped. What the hell's happening? You see that? That is insane. Like, it jumped. How much did it go down the past couple seconds? In seconds, it went down 1.3%. That is crazy. That is so nutty. Lucid. What's happening to Lucid? Oh, wow. Lucid is jumping. It is jumping 7%. One sec. That is crazy. What the hell happened? Oh my god. That is crazy. It's up 7.8%. Are you thinking dead cat bounce? I mean, we're not seeing a lot of... This is not strong movement. Let's just put it that way. It's like half a percentage point. Hey, I mean, maybe people start buying the dip even further. That could be the case. Chinese stocks are going down. U.S. equities are heading up again. ARK is heading up about 0.9%. 10 years down about 1.7%. And Lucid Group is up about 8% now. That is crazy. Damn. Cryptos are up. Are we seeing anything anomalous? Are we seeing anything strange? I don't think so. Other than Alibaba dropping again. I mean, that is crazy. I'm gonna buy Alibaba. I bought a little bit of Alibaba at around 149.5. Yeah, there were some updates around the deliveries of Lucid Group, so that's why it's probably up. Bought some right in this zone for Alibaba. Very happy that I bought because it's sitting at 150 again. I really don't think people have a clue what they're doing when they're selling Alibaba at like 149. Not a clue. But then again, I mean, what do I know? I don't live in China. I have no idea what's happening in China, to be honest. But I do know what the fundamentals are looking like, and I do know when I'm seeing a discount. This is a massive discount. See, Lucid Motors is still holding up about 7.3%, sitting around 26.3. And it looks like it's having a tough time breaking past 26.5. And it's clearly downtrending too, so it's not just that. It's kind of downtrending. If we do break past this point, I think we're going straight to like maybe even close to 30. Yeah, that is not happening right now. And it looks like markets are... look at that. The Russell's going negative. Right? Russell's selling off right now. Dow Jones going down as well. The Nasdaq is holding up because big tech is holding up. Frankly speaking, it's big tech that's heading up. And it's the 10-year that's going down 2.3% right now. I think it's a good thing. Yeah, so like I said, it's a bit of a weak move that we have here. Mainly due to the fact that, like, think about it, like, it's up about 0.5% after going down like 5%. That's nothing. If you expect a recovery to happen, usually a recovery looks like a 1.5 to 2% move to the upside. We're not seeing that right now. We're not even close to that. Just sort of interesting, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, the correction is going to continue. This support, if it doesn't hold, we're heading straight down to the 4,200s. We're not going to go down much more, but we're going to go down slightly more, I think, at this point. This is not a... this does not instill confidence in the markets, I think. At least not yet. Yes, Baba bouncing. I bought this bad boy like 149.5 and it started to bounce instantly. That is just great. Nothing confirmed yet, but, you know, like to see a bit of a bounce there. That is great. DIDI is also green, sitting at around $8. Virgin Galactic is still green, sitting at 23.5. UiPath is not having it right now. SoFi is bouncing back up. Interesting to see that. AI is heading up slightly. Neo is still up. Powell is speaking in 20 minutes. I thought he was speaking in like 2 hours from now. I remember that being the case. Wait, let me just quickly check it out. Let's see. Pretty sure that he was going to speak in... let's see. No, he's speaking in about roughly 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours from now. We'll try to cover that, right? Okay, Lucid is going up very fast. It's up about 9% right now. That is crazy. And this is while the market is heading down, kind of, right? Let's delete these. It's going above resistance right now at this point. It looks like it's heading up higher. What is going on with Lucid? Is there something happening? You need a Baba sweatshirt. I'm going to get a Baba sweatshirt once this bad boy gets back to 250. Let me check Lucid's Twitter. Lucid Motors, obviously. Lucid Motors. From what I know, deliveries are commencing soon. The CEO spoke about it yesterday. And it was on a positive note. And it's heading up 9% while the market is pulling back. Interesting. Alibaba starting to bounce. About, how much is this? From the bottom, it's up roughly about 1%. Nothing too significant. I mean, it's still down about percentage points. So, DD is slightly green. What's happening to JD? Down about 0.5%. Neo is up 1.5%. Yeah, that was a crazy move, right? Neo opened up like green 2%, dumped like most of the gains, and then started to rally again. Just interesting to see. Senator Elizabeth Warren calls Jay Powell a dangerous man. Because she doesn't understand him. That's why. If you understand what Jay Powell's doing, then you wouldn't call him a dangerous man. I think if he didn't do what he did when the pandemic hit, then it's also kind of ungrateful. It's like, remember, if he would have not come out and said, we're going to print as much money as we can, we would have gone straight depression. Like, we would have gone straight recession depression. And I think Elizabeth Warren, I don't know, I'm not much about politics, but what she said, I think was very ungrateful. This whole situation could have been way worse. Like, there were many ways for this situation to be worse with regarding COVID and the Fed acting the way it did. I think she probably would have preferred a recession because that would have negatively impacted the billionaires as well. But then guess what? If we go into recession mode, it impacts everybody. I don't know, man. Yeah, we covered that yesterday. I think Jerome Powell was testifying before Congress again, I think. And then Elizabeth Warren just pretty much cracked down on him. I thought it was ridiculous, but yeah, this is just my opinion. That's not what she meant. She meant the way he handled the banks. It doesn't matter. Really, it does not matter. So long as the freaking economy is not destroying itself. Do whatever you can, Papa Powell. Like, seriously. Let's see. Neo is spiking. Look at that. Up about 1.7%. Straight up to the moon. Big volume on Lucid. Oh, damn. That is crazy. Lucid is jumping very fast. 4-hour MACD is about to cross. That is very bullish. Like, straight up. I think we're heading up much higher at this point. But we're already up around 11%. We're now sitting at around 27.2. I think there's room to be running to around 30, maybe. Yeah, we're not in that bearish channel anymore, right? We're going past that right now. And why is that, though? That doesn't make sense, because the Russell's heading down, the Nasdaq is heading down, the S&P is heading down. That's interesting. Look at that, DIDI's coming down now. Look at that, DIDI down 0.7%. These Chinese companies they just can't catch a break, unfortunately. Yeah, why are you so scared of buying Lucid? Because they're not doing volume production yet. They're not there yet. That's why. And the thing is, they have a market cap of 43 billion, right? 44 billion. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see maybe like a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 deliveries this year, which is quite a small amount, and it's gonna take some time for the volume to really kick in. And I think by the time that they're gonna be able to scale big time, they're gonna get into all sorts of trouble. Like Elon said, it's very difficult to produce a vehicle, a car, at mass scale. It's very troubling, and not a whole lot of companies out there been able to do that. Some months ago, you bought a hell of CCIV stocks. That was back then, right? That was back when CCIV was sitting at like $16 and at $20. It's not sitting at those prices anymore. Let's see. Neo's still heading up. I think Neo's looking really sweet right now. Still at around 35.6. It's about to jump up. I mean, when was the last time you really saw a bullish rally on Neo? I think it was right here in May and June. But ever since then, it's just been trending down. Daily MACD is about to cross. Let's see what's happening on the weekly chart. I think weekly is going to turn around too. Neo now up about 1.8%. What is your preferred to buy? I like DIDI at any price that we've been seeing recently. Any price. I don't care. I truly do not care about the media saying. Only thing I care about is revenues. The balance sheet, right? Just in general. Like, that's the only thing I care about. I don't care that the media thinks that it's going to go down. I truly do not give a F. Only thing I care about is the balance sheet, the fundamentals, the growth rates, right? And so far, it does seem like the balance sheet has been affected, but it's an external factor. It's something the company can't do anything about, which is the Chinese government. They pulled out the app, right? Hey, if you have no app, well, how the hell are you going to grow? How the hell are you going to retain your customers? Well, you can't. So I'm waiting for that to happen, right? I'm waiting for the app to get back online. If it doesn't get back online, I'm going to get the hell out of this stock. But I do think if we wait a little bit, we're going to see the application, their app, get back online. It's just a matter of time at this point. Revenues don't matter. Revenues always matter. I don't know why you're saying that. Fundamentals always matter. You should really look at yourself in the mirror if you're saying that fundamentals don't matter. Like look at yourself in the mirror. Like look at yourself, look into your own eyes, and tell yourself, I don't care about fundamentals. You sound stupid when you say that, really. Fundamentals is the only thing that matters, right? If the company is not making money, if they're burning cash, guess what happens? The stock goes down substantially. And people forget that. It's really, really crucial. And people forget that. It's like, what's the purpose of a company? To provide goods and services and make money. If the company is not providing goods and services and not making money, it's not a freaking company. It's just a scam. Oh, man. You can't argue with me on this. What? Something is moving. Oh my. Yeah, Lucid is moving right now. Once it went past that resistance, well, it's just going to the stratosphere right now. One moment. Lucid Group up 12.7%. Straight to the moon. 13% now. Look at Neo. Neo's up 2.5% too. Baba's barely moving. It says mainly the EV stocks that are moving right now. Or is the Russell also heading up? Yeah, Russell's slightly heading up. I mean, it's getting very overbought right now on Lucid. At least that's on the short-term time frame. On the 1 hour, it looks fine. On the 4 hour, we're not even there yet, right? This could definitely extend. Looks like we're heading to this zone. Around $30 potentially. Up 13%. Gara, Apple's mooning. Is Apple mooning right now? Oh wow, Apple is jumping up about 1.6%. C3.ai up 2.3%. Palantir up a percentage point. Tesla's going up a percentage point. Neo is about to hit 36. Lucid Group up 13.6%. And it's still flying higher. Would you believe that? That is just miraculous. Alibaba is also recovering here, about to go positive, sitting at 152. But I'm actually quite curious what happens here with Lucid. Is Lucid going to exceed the recent high, and are we going to the 30s? Looks like that could be happening. I like what I'm seeing here with the MACD crossing, and also we're not even overbought yet. Keep that in mind. We're about to go overbought again, but like we're not there yet. It could be like up 20% for today. Vincent Picciarelli coming in here with a $2 donation and says, Would you be a buyer of Amazon stock? No. I wouldn't be. Because Amazon is already sitting at a 2 trillion market cap. And frankly, I'm not that fond on big tech right now. I don't like big tech that much. If I would choose one stock out of the big tech companies, then I would probably pick maybe either Facebook or Google. I think Facebook and Google still have a lot of room to run. Especially Facebook. But yeah, that's, I prefer smaller companies that have more leeway to run. Let's see. Alibaba, come on, man. It's failing to go up, really. Robinhood is up about a percentage point. UiPath is about up a percentage point as well. Let's check Amazon. I mean, what has Amazon really been doing for the past year? Nothing, really. Like, if you would have held Amazon since July of 2020, you would have been up like 1%. Most of the gains that we've seen in Amazon was right in the rally that we had from the dip here during COVID and until right about August-ish. And since then, it's just been mostly sideways, really. And Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO. I mean, what can I say? There is a uptrend in Amazon going on right now. We are seeing an uptrend. So far. At least that seems to be the case right now. But why would you buy a behemoth like Amazon, which is barely going up, and let's say it goes up like 10%, you would still have your money in Amazon, which is like in my opinion, at risk of antitrust issues and, competition coming around and whatnot. If you want to put your money somewhere safe and you don't want to look at it, and hey, you wouldn't mind just having like a couple percentage points gain, then Amazon would probably be the right stock. Look at that. Neo up about 2.6%. That is sweet. Lucid Group is heading up quite a substantial amount right now. Oh my god, look at this. I didn't even see this. Weekly MACD is crossing on Lucid Group. No way. That is crazy. This is good news. This could mean that we're going to be going straight back to the 30s. And as I'm saying it, it's starting to move down. Yeah, I like the small caps. I like the small caps, mid-sized caps. I don't like the big caps. I think the big caps have been going up for a long time now, and they're going to keep on moving. It's just you're not going to get the same amount of return, I think. Like which stock is going to double first? A Palantir or an Amazon? I think Palantir is going to double earlier than Amazon. Amazon would have to be like a 4 trillion market cap. Palantir has to go from like 50 billion to 100 billion. I mean, come on. There's a lot less friction there. Like if Palantir gets like 2 big contracts, that's it. Like it goes to like 100 billion market cap. Oh, come on, man. Alibaba's not going anywhere right now. Same with DIDI. DIDI's down about 1.4%. It's been horrendous ever since that IPO. Netlist is heading down. Okay, so everything is green. Nasdaq is jumping up the most. S&P is following right after. And the Dow Jones is positive. Yeah, Lucid is kind of cooling down at the moment. Gara, would you buy Facebook right now? No, not a lot. I bought some Facebook, but I'm waiting for Facebook to get back down lower. Let's see. I think... it's down 11%, right? Yeah, I think there's going to be more downside. I do think there's going to be more downside. I'm looking around the lower 300s. Let's just say around 320, 330 at least, right? This zone right here for Facebook. I'll say 315 to 330. That will be a good zone. And hey, maybe if the markets correct more, we might actually get even lower than that. C3.ai is jumping. Nah, it's not really jumping. It's up like 2% after going down 10%. Like, come on. I can't get excited about that. We need to see like a good 20 to 30% move in maybe a day or two for me to get excited about this stock, because right now it's just like it's still sitting at the bottom doing nothing. So we're waiting for good news. Meanwhile, Tesla's going up. Look at that. Tesla's sitting at 790. That is crazy. Incredibly nutty. Still jumping. Damn. Neo is also up 2.5%. XPeng is up 2.5%. Lucid Group about 12.5%. And then you have, Bionano, I mentioned, just going flat. Recovery stocks are heading down. We got the big banks heading down. Value stocks are green for the most part. Chinese stocks are doing nothing. And these growth stocks also not doing a whole lot, actually. It's been a bit disappointing for most of the watch list, right? What's going up today is just value stocks and big tech. And EV stocks, right? We're seeing EV stocks go up too. Let's see. What's the Russell doing? Although the Russell's kind of consolidating right now, Dow Jones is about to head up even higher, actually. It looks like the Dow Jones is going to go up quite a bit here. And it's trending upwards. Yeah, I think we're heading, we're going to see the Dow Jones go all the way up. Probably at this point. MACD is about to cross. We just left oversold levels and it's just spiking like quite a bit right now. Let's see what's happening on the 4 hours. Yeah. Looks like the Dow Jones is probably recovering the fastest right now. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq, look at that. Nasdaq is still down, I think. What is it? 5% still. I mean, that is not nothing, right? 5% is quite a bit. And it's been staying that way for like the past couple weeks. Interesting. Lucid Group going for another round. Let's see if we get back to $30. It's overbought right now. And it's up roughly close to 13% now. Netflix is up 3.7%. What? That is crazy. Why the hell is Netflix up 3.7%? This stock was doing nothing. That's strange to me. Why is Netflix up so much? That doesn't make sense to me. It simply doesn't. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I didn't read the news, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Not seeing any big pieces of news. But it's heading up 4% right now. Netflix is going to have a good quarter. They've released so many good shows in the last 2 months. I mean, that could be it, yeah, I guess. I've not been following Netflix tightly, but I do know that their customer growth, I mean, it's a lot lower. They raised prices again, and that's obviously going to have an impact on the customer counts, the daily active users and whatnot. Let's hope they're gonna have good quarterly results. I don't know. I have my doubts, at least. But yeah, technicals are looking a lot better, and it's for the past year it hasn't been moving a lot, and it looks like it's about to be moving up It's just I don't know why it would move up right now, given the fact that they have been struggling with maintaining customers just the past year, right? Due to the fact that we got out of the lockdown and people unsubscribed from Netflix. Damn it, man. Squid Game from Korea. Oh, okay. I have. Well, let me see. I have got Netflix, right? So let me just check it out. Squid Game. Give me one moment. See. Yeah, okay, let's see if Netflix has some good shows. Squid Game. I have not heard of this. Number 1 in the Netherlands today. Alright, so basically they're coming up with better shows. That's a good thing. And they've been lacking good shows recently. So yeah, maybe that's it. It's a Korean show that's on fire at the moment. It's the number 1 show on Netflix right now, yeah. Alright, so they had a lack of good shows, so that problem they have fixed. Their daily active users went down, but that could be because they didn't have a lot of good shows going around. And because of the lockdown. What can I say? Let's just take a look at the technicals, right? See if we can derive anything from that. Oh my god, Lucid is... it's about to hit 28. I'm a little distracted. We'll get back to Netflix in a second. Lucid is about to hit 28. Oh my god. It is just crazy. This stock just keeps moving and moving. It has not been disappointing, to say the least. Yeah, there you go. 27.97. And that would be... Did it hit 28 already? Did I miss that? No, it didn't, did it? 27.99. It's crazy. And come on. It's right around that level. It's a psychological resistance, right? From what we're seeing. I mean, to be fair, Netflix has been going sideways for a long time. So if they come out with something good, then the stock will go up. And there you go, 28 and above. We're heading straight to 30 at this point. 28.11. We're up almost 15% on Lucid Group. I have a teeny tiny amount of Lucid Group right now, a couple $100 that I put into Lucid Group, which, you know, it's a lot. It's up a lot right now. Like, it's doing pretty good. We're above 28. What's the next resistance? Yeah, we need to head up above 28.2. That would be nice. Let's see if we can derive anything from just using the fib levels. And there we go. Oh wow, that is great. We're like straight above that fib level and we're heading up higher. So that's good. Very good news. We're not struggling right at that level. We're actually heading above it quite nicely. Lucid Group above, it's up now 15%, and it looks like we're heading much higher than that for the coming days. After we got that news from the CEO yesterday, about the production and deliveries. And I think all EV stocks are heading up, so it's not just Lucid. Yeah, I think we could get back to the lower 30s at this point. Mainly from what I've seen, right? It's we've got the longer term looking good, and we have the shorter term looking good too on the technicals. And that's what you want to see, like weekly MACDs shooting up about to cross, short term trend line intact, heading above the Fibonacci levels. We're seeing a lot of volume. We've had a fundamental catalyst. This is prime time. This is where Lucid Group is going to keep moving. Although, if the markets would take a turn for the worst, that would end this rally, I think. But so far, as everything is still stable, it's just going to keep moving. We're sitting around 28.2. Even Tesla running sitting around 790. NIO is up 2.8%. So all EV stocks are moving in the right direction. Meanwhile, we have the Chinese stocks, the Chinese tech stocks, underperforming significantly. That is so sad to watch. We crossed over on the weekly. We did. Did we? Did we do that? No, I don't think so. So this is a bullish, I would say, signal. It's like, okay, cool. We're in a bull trend. We're like in a bullish trend now, relative to the past. I would say this was not quite bullish. This was still rather bearish. As you can see what happened, right? We didn't quite get a higher low or like a trend that maintained long term. That didn't happen. But this could be the start of a long-term bullish trend, whatever that may look like, right? Which is good. Very, very good. And like I said, it is not a time to be panicking. You don't want to panic when the Federal Reserve is printing money, when rates are still sitting low, when companies are reporting very good earnings. You don't want to panic. All you want to do is have some cash on the sidelines in order to buy some great companies at fantastic discounts. And that's kind of what's happening today. That's, in my opinion, what we're seeing what we have been seeing for the past couple of days. It's just great companies on discounts for some really nice swing trades. I remember watching Lucid crash to 17. Yeah, that was an interesting. I actually bought some back then, but I sold at like 22 or something, which is still nice. Like, hey, 20% gain, 30% gain. Let me get some of that. But obviously, in hindsight, it was not a good idea to be selling. But you never know. Baba's still heading down. DIDI's still heading down. I mean, can you believe this? Are we seeing the same kind of... Yeah, we're seeing the same kind of moves that we've seen here. MACD's crossing, and... Dude, if we're going to go back to 130s, that'd be very sad. Let's see, 4-hour chart. Yeah, this could last a while. Nvidia is going positive. AMD going positive too, after significant downside. Let's see. Lucid Group is leaving 28 behind. C3.ai is falling. Yeah, AI is still downtrending. It's downtrending on a downtrend. That's what's happening with AI. It's kind of funny. There's a long-term downtrend where it's having a short-term to medium-sized downtrend. It's great. Great stock. Yeah, it's not even oversold yet. Even after all that downside, it's barely getting oversold. So it looks like it could go a bit lower if the markets go lower. Let's see. Looks like things are looking better down in this zone. UiPath is heading up about 1%. Uber is going up a percentage point. Robinhood is up 1.5%, rallying back up. Virgin Galactic is starting to move up about a percentage point. And that's pretty much it. Helion, I mean, look at the downturn that we had on Helion. Helion was up 10%, then it turned down. It just headed down 10% right after, erasing any gains that we had. Palantir going negative? What the hell is happening here? It was green, right? It was up like 1.5%. It's now going negative. And market momentum kind of slowing down again. Netlist is down about 0.5%. Somebody said it was down 7%, but it could be, maybe it went down 7%. It's just not updated yet. Could be the case. Neo going up 3 percentage points. That's how we do. That is very, very sweet. XPeng up 3% as well. Lucid Group is around 28. Let's check this out. Let's check XPeng. XPeng is down. I mean, we're still in the downtrend for XPeng. We're not out of there yet. So just because it's up doesn't mean anything. We need to cancel out the downtrend. We need to see this downtrend get canceled. Like, look how consistently it's been dropping, right? Look at this. Just in a straight line to the downside. For right about a month. From 42 all the way here. It really does look manipulated, if you think about it. Yeah, the 10-year is still falling and the dollar is heading up slightly. Yeah, a bit of a nothing burger of a day today. Really. If it's not just EV stocks, I mean, EV stocks have been doing good, but everything else seems to be, like, barely heading up. Let's see. Yeah, big tech is doing alright. Especially Netflix, if you can call that big tech. Apple's still up about 1.5%. That looks more like a dead cat bounce to me. I think we're still going to get cancelled out and just head a bit lower here for Apple. Oh, wow, look at that. Tesla's heading up. Sitting at 791.5. Are we going to reach $800? I think there's a good chance that we will. 1 hour chart, MACD's crossing. And RSI is heading higher. It's not overbought yet. And it is spiking quite nicely. This is looking quite phenomenal, I mean. we're heading straight to 800 bucks. We need about a percentage more, and we're about to be hitting 800 bucks here. We haven't hit $800 since. Let me check this out. Right here. When was the last time that we were sitting at around 800 bucks? That was on the 19th of February, right? That's been a long time ago. Wait. It's even before that. I think it was 16th of February, right? So around the 16th of February, we were sitting around 800 bucks, and it's been a while, right? It's been like 6 months. In 6 months' time, we got back to around that level. And in the meantime, I mean, think about it, right? In the meantime, we've seen downside of roughly 32.8% from that level. If you'd have bought Tesla at any points right here, you would be green. But that's the problem, right? It's you buy and you hold. Most people don't hold their stock. They want to sell it as soon as they can see some tiny bit of upside, right? Lucid hit 828, and it actually is starting to pull back now. Seeing that happen here. Yet the Nasdaq just spiked massively, right? Big tech does look like it's kind of looking interesting right now. How about Tesla at 883, still holding? Oh, that must suck though. I think it's gonna get there probably in December-ish. It's gonna take a couple more months, but we're gonna get there. I think I should probably close the AC. Ethereum is balancing 4.2%. Cardano about 3%. Bitcoin, I don't think those are gonna go anywhere. I mean, we got the dollar still spiking. Look at the dollar heading up. Just look at that. Up about half a percentage point. That is crazy. Half a percentage point in one day. Incredibly nutty. Let's see. Chinese stocks still not going anywhere. Neo up 3.6%. That is pretty wild. So Neo is heading up. And I was very bullish on Neo. Let's see, indices. The Nasdaq is doing the best, but it's also down the most, I think. Wait, is it down more than the Russell from all-time highs? Oh my god. Is the Nasdaq down more than the Russell? No freaking way. That's the first time in a while, man. It's down as much as the Russell now from all-time highs. Roughly, right? Roughly the same. And at some point, the Russell was down less from all-time highs than the Nasdaq, which last time that happened was like 6 months ago or something. And I think the Nasdaq, it's big tech, right? It basically means big tech is heading down, and small caps were heading up, benefiting from the downturn. And right now, it's just a bit of a mess. I mean, let's see. Alibaba going down. Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, all green. I'm going to watch that show on Netflix, Squid Game, which is such a weird name for a show, but yeah. It's going to be interesting. I might buy some Netflix stock, who knows. Let's check the weekly chart for Netflix. I mean, this is not really convincing. Like, it could go up a couple more percent, but that's it. I don't know, man. Do you think Baba is going to go to 130 if the market remains bearish like this? Yeah. We got a €3 donation from Ivis. Thank you very much. Hey, Gara, what are the top 3 stocks that you would buy? Yeah, normally I would... Oh, wait, my camera's getting a bit wacky right now. It's because of the curtain that's moving. Top 3. I would buy more Neo. I am buying more Neo. I still like C3.ai, and I like Alibaba, which is one of my main holdings right now, around $150. So Alibaba, C3.ai, and Neo. That's but I also like, I like UiPath around 53. I think that's pretty great. I like, let's see. I don't like DIDI as much. I want to get an update on DIDI. I want to see what's happening with DIDI right now. I don't want to buy more of DIDI right now. I think Nano Dimension is also looking quite interesting, actually. And Palantir sitting around 25 again, so it's pretty sweet. If Baba hits 130, I'm gonna load the boats as well. Yeah, I'll be in that same boat, right? Gara, this is not an investor market. No, I don't think we're in an investor's market. Investing is like for the next 5 years at least, right? In my opinion. And I think the next 5 years could be 5 years of stagflation. Just stocks going sideways for the most part, if it doesn't go down. That's my opinion right now, and it could change given the fact that, things could change in the market. Lucid Group is coming back down. Although weekly chart is looking really, really good. But it's pulling back down from 28.4 to now 27.3. Cooling off a little bit. But I still think it could be heading straight to 30. It seems like the whole market is kind of starting to cool off a little bit. At least from what I'm seeing here. And Alibaba going down again. I mean, look at this. We get a, what was it? How much was this move? 4.5% move, then it spikes again, and then it dumps, spikes back up, and it dumps all the way back. So how much are we up? We're up 3.8% from the bottom of bottoms. Which is, in my opinion, just, it's crazy. It really is crazy. It's kind of weird. Anyway, we're going to be wrapping up this current live stream. I'm going to have to do some things like get ready for, moving out to the new office, which I'll be doing on Friday. Make sure you tune in on Friday. It's going to be cool. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the donations and the support. We are going to be live again in about 1.5 hours from now because we're going to be covering Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell's going to be speaking, and I'm going to be live again for them. But in the meantime, I'm going to have some dinner. I'm going to relax a little bit. And yeah, make sure you tune in. We'll be back very soon. Have a great day. Good luck with trading. And make sure you join the Discord community. We have a Discord community link down below in the description. We also have an Instagram, a Twitter, and a Patreon where you can support the channel too. All the links are down below in the description. So check it out. Have a good one. Have a great one. We'll be back literally like I would say in an hour from now. We're going to be back very soon for the second live stream. I think there might even be a third live stream. We'll see. Yeah, this is Lucid Trading for now. Have a good time. We'll be back very soon.